Hello, living in Boulder vlog. I think it's the 28th of July, 2021 on Thursday at about 9 or something, 9:30 a.m. This is my second take on the video because my mother keeps calling me back. She says my website domain is going to expire on August 4th, but for some reason, she kept calling me over and over again to remind me. So I told her to stop calling me. Called me like 3 times in the last 15 minutes. So, yesterday, I got up and I should have kept doing the video. I could have kept doing the video. I don't like doing the video twice. I got up at like 9:30 or something, and then I spent all day long organizing my house and like organizing the drawers in the front and that face the north, and just I don't know. It's just taking me forever to organize my house and figure. I like. I'm having to. My God, I just had a cup of coffee. I am still kind of, I guess, settling into having a house. The last 8 years I've lived in here, but I've been in my room. I've been locked in my room because I had a roommate who was like took up the whole place. Was always here, walking back and forth all over the place and freaking me out. So I just locked myself in my room, which was fine because I was working on my website. But so now I'm like living in a house and just trying to, like last night I went and bought vegetables for the first time, and I just made waffles for the first time, and yeah, so anyways, it was like 5:30 when I finally got out of the house, and for a run. Yesterday I was going to do my run because I just got sick of bonking. Every time I rode my bike, I was bonking, but then I figured out yesterday, I think the reason, or one possible reason for bonking is I wasn't eating enough. I think my appetite may have kicked in, and I haven't realized it. I'm kind of starting from scratch because it's been so damn long. Like everything, like my conceptualization of all of it, and my body, especially my body, but I'm just like reorienting myself like a newborn baby has to rewire his whole body. So I finally, I went running yesterday to try to go on my first flat run, and it was fun. In the beginning, I was listening to music, which was fun. Like I just said in the video that I just did, I had the I like the new noise cancellation earphones because they stick in my ear. The other ones that they made, they fell out of my ear once because it was just windy, and I would have to like do my strap on my helmet to have the strap hold me in. With the new noise cancellation, they have the little rubber in the end and they stay in. So I went running. I live in a good part of town. Wow, I was talking for a long time. I live in a good part of town, on the northeast part of town. Good for running because I'm right on the edge, and I'm only a couple miles from the reservoir. So I was running up towards the reservoir because there's trails up there. I was going to do a loop. And I ended up being able to run 2.25 miles out, and then I had to walk 2.25 miles back. So I managed to travel about 4.5 miles yesterday. I can't remember how long it was, maybe an hour and a half or something. I should have had 2 or 3 cups of coffee before I did this video. I was running, and after maybe a mile, I got these sharp shooting pains in my right calf, which I was actually happy about. It was only off of like 2 2 steps. It didn't continue because I was only really jogging anyway. If I'd have been running, it would have been worse. But that actually made me happy because I was having this problem, this recurring problem, only when I start running, where my left gets torn on me, and to where I can't walk. And I always blamed it on this injury that I had like when I was 20, where this kid, this like retarded kid, I was climbing in this gym, this climbing wall I built, and it had a ledge. It shouldn't have been a climbing wall, and he wasn't. This thing hold broke, and I fell, and he wasn't holding it tight, and I fell all the way down and sprained my ankle really bad on a ledge, and then I let him move into our apartment, and then he went and robbed everybody. I was stupid. I should have. That's why you fire people when they do something crazy. If you don't fire them, they just keep reaping havoc. So anyway, I blamed it on that. Like at the time I sprained my ankle, but then maybe over the years, what I did was tore my calf muscle too, and I don't know. But so then I kept running, and then sure enough, my left calf did its tear thing. About 2.25 miles from here, which is like not very far from the reservoir. Maybe less than a mile from the reservoir. I guess the reservoir is maybe 3 miles away. So I turned around and I walked home with my limp. But I was listening to music. And actually the walk back wasn't that bad. Didn't seem that long. I guess because I was listening to music. But and on the way out, I saw a plaque for an old school. So that's cool. I didn't know that was there. I think I'm going to check my Google Earth, but I'm pretty sure I actually drew it there because I knew about it, but I didn't actually know about the plaque. It's not to my recollection. But because I Google Earth all the history of Boulder. You should check it out if you're interested in Boulder. I also did Rome. I did a lot of stuff. I did Atlantis and the XC4000. So I came back and then I was, this morning, and then I was kind of like limping around. Even my ankles felt sore, so that's what I did yesterday. I'm still trying to get myself into, learn how to live in a house again. My roommate was kind of took over the house, and because I was working on my website, I was just in my room all the time, and so like now I'm just customizing myself to my house and everything. Last night was the first time that I bought vegetables, and I just made waffles for the first time, and so yeah, so last night we saw this movie called Premonition with Sandra Bullock, which was interesting, but then the end was kind of stupid. Then I guess we were going to watch El Cid later, this TV show, or this series about El Cid for Spain 1,000 years ago. So anyway, I laid down, and I actually had insomnia all night long. I didn't sleep last night. Don't know why, I just didn't. And I forgot to put my ear electrodes on my ear, or my lights on. The ear electrodes, I think, help. I think I'm going to stop watching movies. I just don't have the time for it. Kirsten won't like that, but I guess we could just talk. Because I want to read the pamphlet on that. And, the cookbook for my air fryer, different things. So yeah, I just didn't sleep at all. Didn't get 1 second of sleep last night. But I kind of slept in too much. And so now I have to hang out here all day long because they're going to install my floor today. I thought they were coming between 8 and 9:30 in the morning, but then I called my mom, and she said, I guess she remembered them saying between 12 and 4 in the afternoon. So I'll just be here stretching, lifting weights, and but I have to go, and my mom just called me and said that my domain's going to expire on the 4th, so of August, so I have to go in and get to the bottom of that right now. But because she's been calling me. She called me 3 times. I don't know what the deal is. She's panicking. She's a panicker. And so the tear on my, I was running a little bit. I went on like 3 treadmill runs. The first one was earlier this year. The first one was 2.5 miles. Second was like 7.5 miles. The third one was like 10 miles, I think. And then I was like fartlek running. Not very fast. I can't remember what the speed was. I go down to like 2.5 miles an hour, and then I would go up to like 5. And then I did a run up to Green Mountain, and then I did Mesa Trail, and then I tried another one, but I could barely run because it was a day after I rode my bike. But I did my first run on the treadmill, and I didn't have a short half. So I think the best way to start running if you don't want to injure your calf is on a treadmill. It's less rebounding, I guess, because you're not pushing yourself forward. But the tear that I have on my calf isn't that bad. I'm just gonna give it a few days, and I can try to run again. So, but I felt good. I was enjoying myself. Like if it hadn't been for my calves, like if I could have snapped my fingers and had perfectly strong calves, I feel like I could have run a marathon yesterday. The only thing holding me back is the calves. I have big old calves too. So once they get strong, check it out. Big old calves. So, I thought with this video you could switch direction. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting into living in a house and getting my shit together very, very slowly. But after these people come in today and put in the room, it's game on again. I gotta put the doors for the closet back in. I have to put my shelves for the closet back in. And then I gotta go, or with my mom and I don't even have a car. I don't even know how we're gonna bring it back with her car though. We can't. We're gonna have to get somebody to bring it. Gonna have to go buy a bed and then furnish that room. And then I could try to get a room. I think I'll make a YouTube video showcasing my apartment. So maybe I'll take another couple of days off. But yesterday I tried the technique to try to stave off the bonking, and that's to pig out. So I got a bunch of these cheese pizzas at Costco. It's like this packet of like 5 cheese pizzas. They're super cheap. And then last night I went to Safeway, and I got all these vegetables. I got anchovies, mushrooms, 3 different colors of peppers, onion. I even got artichoke, but not for the pizza. It's expensive, $2.50, and they're little. I'm not gonna get those again. Yeah, like cucumber, although that's for my salad. And then I came home and I just piled it on top of the pizza, and yeah, piggy it out as much as I want. And then I had a big old bowl of vegetables. And so my technique, because I think I'm dealing with, I'm dealing with years and years and years of all kinds of neglect. That's why it's taking me forever to try to just figure out how to live in a house again. And but it's also physical neglect. I think I've got probably all kinds of like nutritional deficiencies, because I haven't been eating very much at all, and when I do eat, it's not very much. It's not very good food. It was like Taco Bell and like Burger King and stuff. So my theory is that if I just pig out on like all the different colors of vegetables, like stuff myself, just basically eat like a cow all day long, then it'll get my blood sugar back to normal, and I won't bonk. Yesterday morning when I got up, I had 1 cup of coffee before this. I should have had 3. Oh my God, lost my train of thought. I shouldn't have done that aside. Oh yeah, yesterday when I got up, I took my blood glucose was 83, which is fine. The reason I bought the blood glucose machine was so that I could, on days that I bonk, in case I do keep bonking, and I'm not a bonker. I mean, I never considered myself. Back in the past, I wasn't the kind of person who'd come back and be bonked, like ever. You'd be like tired, but not bonked. When I was a kid, I could get that way, but not once I became like an adult, you know, once you hit 20 or whatever. But now I have been bonking. So if I come back and I'm like super bonked, I can do my blood glucose and see how bonked I am, you know, go for the record and just become familiar with all the different meanings of it and stuff. So just another little toy to play with. So, yeah, so, and I was going to, you know, do it after, at the end of the day, yesterday maybe, but, I didn't go long enough. So, yeah, I was just busy all day yesterday. And then I didn't sleep like organizing my house. And I didn't sleep last night at all. Did I mention this already? I just laid there, in bed on my belly, just waiting, and then the birds started singing, and I looked out, and it was daytime, and then I was laying in there until like 9. I shouldn't have, but I mean, I'm rested. I forgot to put my little ear thing on, ear electrode, Alpha Stim, or read the manual for it. Or put my lights on. But I think I'm going to tell Kirsten I can't watch movies anymore because I think I'm ready to start having time. I can talk to her, but time to like do life maintenance stuff like on my computer. Anyways, after this video, I'm going to call my server Glowhost, or do chat with Glowhost and find out about renew my domain and get it switched to them. I thought I already did because my mother is panicking right now I don't know why. Yeah, and then hang out until, like, stretch and lift weights until they come and do my room. And then once they do it, it's game on. I can try to finish furnishing it and then get a roommate. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's hard to remember if I already did the video. I should not have answered my phone. My mom called me, and then she's like yelling at me. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then she calls 5 minutes later to say the same thing, and then called 5 minutes later to say the same thing, like I'm not doing it. So I shouldn't have answered the 3rd time so I could keep doing the video. In the past, like a year ago, they had it with Apple phone. Like if you get a call, it shuts off your video. So I kept having to do the video over and over again. And I was getting calls, spam calls all the time. So it wasn't working. And then they figured out how to just let you keep doing the video, but it took the sound out. And now they finally figured it out where you can keep doing the video without losing your sound. So good job, Apple. I have the iPhone 10. All right. Yeah, hopefully I'll have time to do something, but I might have to take a few more days, you know, to get myself organized again. I'm set up for the roommate. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow.